I've been wanting to do like a FNAF Retrospective series for a while now, but then I like saw a lot of uploads of the FNAF Retrospective series and all that shit, so like, eh, looking at the updated Freddy files is the next best thing. I actually have this book in real life, it's just that, give me a sec, I fucked up the camera for a sec. Goddamn, please, okay, cool. I actually have this book like I said, but like, I can't record it with my camera, of course, so like I need to do this. So we have the original 4 games: Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, and Ultimate Custom Night. I have nostalgia for all of these games, especially Ultimate Custom Night, and I'm gonna explain why when I get to that. This entire series has been, well, let's just say, inspirational for me. The concept and the lore is so cool. I met so many new people just for being a fan of the series, and like, what can I even say, really? I don't want to get like too sad about it. I just want to explain myself before we jump into the good shit. So like, yeah, let's jump into it. First, we have the original artwork in the series, and you know what? I actually really like this artwork. Like, it isn't the best artwork in the series. Like, there are way more impressive fan artists out there, but like these still look pretty cool. Here we have the Fabled 5 Nights at Freddy's Chapter 1. Ooh. Also, I like the aesthetic of the book. It's like a security files, ironic. Like, oh, Freddy files. Now I get it. It's like, it's like this is a table, right? And like this is the paper. Each chapter has like 4 sections from what I remember. This is Freddy's Scoop, aka the beginning. Freddy's Scoop is like, well, only the beginning of the book. The game's gonna help wanted ad for Freddy Fazbear Pizza. He'll be working. Like, this is a pretty cool one. This part just pretty much explains how phone guy's past and all that. Actually, what am I even saying, bro? I need to take a water. Give me a sec. Okay, so like, this pretty much summarizes what phone guy says on the phone, essentially, in all the 5 nights. And then we have the gameplay and strategy section with this adorable hardworking Foxy Gaming. And it's just pretty self-explanatory, just gaming. You can make 5 bars appear by closing both doors. Don't do 5 bars, kids. Just don't do it. Mahaha, math man. And there's like an extensive, like way too detailed table of how the power works. I think I used like I think I used power bars of 3 only at like so little, You need to use the doors a lot in this game, so like you're gonna at least make bar 2 at that point. And beware of Foxy, of course. Foxy is the weird one in the game. You just do the thing I didn't know about Foxy is that when he knocks on your door or like punches on your door or whatever the hell he does, it just drains your percentage for some reason. So you shouldn't look at him at all times, unlike some other games, because like it's like a disadvantage at like all costs. Also, this part absolutely got ruined by the page structure. I'm gonna post a screen of that on the I'm gonna post a screen of the actual book in the screen right now after I find it, because like goddamn, in the actual book it looks pretty cool, but like in this it just looked ruined. It isn't even like an issue of the PDF file though. Then we have Freddy Fazbear. Okay, here comes one of the mistakes on this book. I love this book, but there are some fucking mistakes that I fucking despise. First of all, look at this. Look at the photo next to Freddy. That isn't Freddy. Look at the snap. That's Bonnie. They put Bonnie next to Freddy, and this is supposed to be Freddy. They messed it up big time. And then this is like the final release of the book. They should have like fixed this already. Like, goddamn, dude, that sucks. But yeah, this is really fucking detailed on how, even how the cameras Freddy appears in. Also, nice trivia fact creator song from Opera Carmen. Also, yeah, poor phone guy. And then we have Bonnie. The pictures are right this time. Like, you can see that. Like, this is the Bonnie, and this is the Bonnie. Yeah. And then he has an excessive amount of movement options. And then the interesting part is that I didn't know Bonnie was like faster than the other two characters, Freddy and Chica. That's interesting. And he disables the cameras the most. Also, it doesn't jump scare you. When you're on the cameras, you need to flip down your monitor in order to run the jump scare. That's crucial. You don't forget that. Then we have Chica. Yeah, Chica is another excessive amount of look into her movements. Chica and Freddy are the only animatronics that can appear in the kitchen. Yeah, that's like really important because when Chica's in the kitchen, she has like pan breaking, like table breaking and plates breaking and shit. But if Freddy's on the kitchen, he has the Creator song playing in the background. It's really important to know which is in the kitchen, so you need to know that. And then we have the like Bonnie. She just flips your monitor open when she jump scares you. That's the important part. And then we have Foxy. Foxy is the most simple one. He just approaches from the kitchen and just yeets. I mean, like, runs from this fight, and then he just drains her power. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And there's the third section, codes, glitches, and secrets. I love this. Like, I love how the papers work. It's just phone guy's messages. You can try to read them in the background. Like, this is so badass. Like, look at this. That's so cool. Also, there are like fun trivia facts about the game that you can do like right now if you have the game on Steam. And then you have the Golden Freddy's Easter egg that's just really important to the lore. You can see it on page 24 like he says. And then he just pretty much says what needed to be in page 24 ironically. Then we have the rare screens. I don't think they were gonna include this one honestly, but I'm really happy that they did because it looks really cool. And then we have the broken Freddy. And then we have the crying children in the background, and we have this fucking thing. Yeah. And then we have the final section, lores and theories. There are a lot of speculations in this series, like... Actually, I think I messed up, give me a sec. There are a lot of theories in the series. If you guys have been a fan for like 5 minutes, everyone's fucking theorizing about how the story works. And the good thing this book does is that it doesn't even confirm any of the theories. It's just, you know, these are fan theories. You can believe them if you want. Because like there are some theories in this book that I don't believe, and there are some theories that I do. Like this one, the Bite of 87, the infamous Bite of 87. Before anyone says, was that the Bite of 87? That didn't sound good, but I did the punchline anyway. So like, there are 3 candidates in this one. Foxy, Golden Freddy, and Freddy might have done the Bite of 87. There are some like points, like arguments for which one might have done it. I'm personally team Golden Freddy on this one because it is metal as shit. That honestly makes sense for me. And then we have the amazing rules for safety one. Look, don't look at the number 4. Just don't do it. Okay, bye. And we have the fan theory section still continuing. I think the best part about this is that like these newspapers appear in the cameras, but there's an HD quality. At least if you don't go to the game files. But this is Freddy files just gives you the HD versions of those news strips. Like you can see all 4 of them. These are like really fun reads too. And this just summarizes the whole thing. Yeah, these just summarize the whole thing, but I really believe that you should be reading these newspapers instead of just reading a summarized version, so you can think your own. And then we have the finally It's Me thing. It's Me is like really infamous for Golden Freddy and whatnot, so like it's really infamous. Like it, people are thinking it's maybe Golden Freddy at the time or the Crying Child. I mostly think it was the Crying Child, honestly. Cause like who would have done it? Like people have been thinking about that the play character has been the murderer of the whole thing, but I don't really think that, honestly. And then we have the ingredients. I should stop saying infamous, for God's sake. Then we have the pizza recipe. You can do this. It actually works. That's honestly super sick. Free recipe. Then we have Five Nights at Freddy's 2. First of all, I like this artwork, but it isn't as good as that. The other one from the first game. Like, also puppets looking pretty lanky here, and I actually kind of like that. I'm the Freddy Scoop, and we have the phone guy again. If you guys didn't know, FNAF 2 takes place before FNAF 1, so like it's really important to understand before diving in, because like since this is a prequel to the whole thing, it sets up a lot of future plot points. Oh shit. Like here's what phone guy reveals as the first FNAF game explains, like 6 points. You can pause and read all of these if you want. Then you have the end of night hallucinations that just happen at the start of every night. Like he says, the first you Bonnie and Chica, and then you just see this and they just angry, and the third night they just look at you and Golden Freddy is in front of you, and the last night the puppet is looking at you, and every time it says it's me. And then night 6 you just get actually not that one. If you I actually don't remember what happens in night 6. I gotta read that. Yeah, there's like a weird. The restaurant might close down because of an incident, and it's not real just yet, but it will be revealed soon. And then we have the custom night. It's my favorite feature of the whole series. You can like do your own custom challenges and whatnot. You can send it to your friends like, yo dude, what if you do like Bonnie, Mangle, and Balloon Boy on 20 and just Foxy on 10 for the fuck of it. And like, just call it the Fuck Boys Night. What about it? Like, it's so much fun to customize the whole thing and like, just scare your friends. Or just you can be a masochist and just do 2020 mode, like Golden Freddy mode. And here are all the numbers you can get. And there's a 2020 mode, everyone's just 20. And 2020 mode is a reference to the first one. New and shiny is, well, FNAF 2's new animatronic. Double Trouble is Foxy and Mangle. Night of Misfits is just weird ones like Balloon Boy and Mangle. Foxy as well. Pretty stuff is Mangle and Foxy. Ladies' Nights are only females. Freddy's Circus are the only characters that appear on the circus, like a clown, a bear, and etc. Cupcake challenges, everyone's on 5. Fazbear Fever 10. And Golden Freddy is a 2020 mode, bitch mode essentially. And then we have an extensive look at each character. Like, wow, like, this is a game guide, I know, but like they crammed so much into this, and we're only at the second game. Like, you can read this unlimited times and find new stuff. Like, this is so cool. But as but let's continue. Here's Balloon Boy, ugly as usual, I see. And then we have the puppet Marionette as the other name. Marionette's mechanic is pretty simple. You just wind up the box, but like you don't look at the other cameras when this is on. So like, the bad part about this game is that you need to concentrate on the puppet, or else you're gonna lose. So like, you need to keep the camera on here and wind up the music as much as you can, because the animatronics are so fast in the later nights. That's an issue. Balloon Boy is a shitbag. If you heard in the community for a long time, you know that we fucking hate this guy and fuck him. Fuck his stupid mouth. And there's a fun trivia you can look. There's Toy Chica. There's that one guy that wanted to, you know, like the meme one where it's like, I would F that chicken, you know, like, I'm not gonna elaborate on that one, you just can figure it out on your own. There's Toy Chica, and there's a Withered Chica. Like, Toy Chica is pretty scary and all, but like, look at Withered Chica. She's like a fucked up scarecrow and it's terrifying. Look at this. Toy Bonnie is honestly pretty scary. I'm more scared than Toy Chica, honestly. And then Withered Bonnie's fucking face is ripped off and shit. Toy Freddy is not scary in the slightest. It's just like LMAO face. Even on like the 7th game, if we're gonna come to Ultimate Custom Night, he just becomes like a fucking prankster. Withered Freddy, he's like, hey boy on this pose. Like, look at this pose. Look at the second pose. Hey boy. And then the Mangle is like. Actually, I don't know what the fuck a Mangle is. Mangle just a thing. There are fucking debates over what their gender is. I'm personally on team female, so you can fucking kill me in the comments for that one. There's Withered Foxy. It's honestly not as scary as the first one, but I got jump scared by this too many times that I have had nightmares back in the day. And here's another fucked up page. God. Here's the Withered camera. Like, look at this. This is so cool. And then the toys one. Like, look at this. And then codes glitches. Golden Freddy appears, but he's like an actual animatronic this time. You can customize him and shit. And you can honk the Freddy's nose as usual. And then we have the two shadow animatronics. The Shadow Bunny, Freddy, or RBQ, as the fans say. These like appear on the cameras. These are theorized to be two workers at Freddy Fazbear that got killed by spring lock, so that's why they look like this. And they might be thinking, Turtle, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck is a spring lock? Well, we'll get to that. Just know that these two were killed inside animatronics, and now they're basically shadow versions of those characters. Just understand that much. Here's Endoskeleton and here's Balloon Girl. Endoskeleton's a pretty unique Easter egg. He just appears when everything is set to 0. And Balloon Girl is also named JJ in the other games. Well, JJ is just appears and stalks you. And then we have the first retro arcade time, where we just see mini games explained to us. But I honestly believe that you should watch videos of this. But I'm just gonna summarize it. Basically, Fred helped them, like save them. Puppet is practically like leading Freddy to save all the kids, and like Purple Guy stops saying like, nah bro, you can't do that shit. And then this one, just Freddy feeds these little babies and some cake, and this kid is crying on the back, and like, why is he not giving me the cake? Just let me in. And then the Purple Guy appears and just fucking murders the kid. AKA Purple Guy is a murderer, if you guys didn't know. And then the Foxy Go-Go minigame, when he appears, he's like on a stage and just confronts the kids and he's like, yay, Foxy! But at the third time, it's like the kids are all dead. He's like, oh shit, and Foxy jump scares the screen. And then the Give Gifts Give Life minigame. It just gives everyone gifts for that shit. My mind. As I was saying, this minigame is like dead kids standing in there, and Puppet gives them all gift boxes, and then they give some masks to basically making the kids possess the animatronics like this one. And then a fifth kid appears in the background for one frame, so you can bet your ass that that one's Golden Freddy. Lore and locations, which is a prequel or sequel. We already know that it's prequel, so I'm gonna move on. The Bite of 87? Yeah, the Bite of 87 time. And then we have a lot of theories about how the Bite of 87 happened. The one believed that it could have been like day 4. It happened on the birthday party that the night guard was like bitten by an animatronic. I'm talking about this one. And it's like, this is talking about the staff that got killed. And here's another cool artwork. And it's just like all the mini games connected to each other in like a little bag. And then we have what we know about the killer, aka the Purple Guy. He's associated with the color purple, like, duh. In Save Them, he has a golden object, which just pretty much confirms that he is like the security guard, at least knows something about the place. And he was likely an employee of Freddy's, yeah. And then he used a yellow suit to kill in like one of the phone calls. He just like Someone used the yellow suit, someone used it, and it's really important. And very C. It's probably just lurking around in the dust, honestly. And then we have Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Personally, my favorite aesthetic of the full series, but that's kind of an infamous opinion, so like, I'm just gonna move on from that. First of all, this animatronic looks fucking terrifying, if you guys have already knew. Didn't realize. This game takes place like 30 years after the original game, and they just turned the pizzeria into a horror attraction, because like, God knows this place would sell like hotcakes, because like, goddamn. And like, training cassettes. Spring lock suits are a thing. Spring lock suits are basically a thing that works as both an animatronic and both as a suit that people can wear. You can like, imagine like a click, right? When you open it, it's like it turns into an animatronic, and when you close it, you can get inside the suit and control the robot, like pretty much become like a mascot costume. But if the machinery gets too wet, it just fucks up and kills you if you're inside of it. Just keep that in mind. That's really important. And there's like a safe room that's just like in every Freddy's location, which robots can't see for some reason. They probably added that security measure just to ensure don't fuck up their places. And just like, of course, Purple Guy just like abuses that to all hell. Nighttime minigames is that the Freddy and the friends just like go. Just follow a mysterious figure, actually Shadow Freddy from the old game that I just mentioned. After Freddy follows the guy, he just comes to here, and this Purple Guy just dismantles him like this. He just comes to here like the error, the part where it says error, and he just like the Purple Guy just comes and fucking kills him. That's really important. He does this to every animatronic, all the main 4 animatronics at the end of every night. But at the end of it, the animatronic souls come back to haunt this bitch, finally. And then he's like, he gets into the spring lock and he's like, yeah, I got you, babe. You can't do this, you can't kill me anymore. And just fucking killed because there are rain sounds in the background, and it just fucking dies. Because of the wet, because the suit was wet. It dies inside of it, but if you cannot save the souls, it just becomes a bad ending with all of these characters still being inside these heads, which is gruesome ending to say the least. Nightmare mode is like pretty much just a hard mode for the night. There's no custom night in this game, unfortunately, which is a bummer, but like, if you beat Nightmare, you get a new message which says like Freddy Fazbear's Fright burns the ground, but like Springtrap's still alive, this guy's still alive. Also, yeah, here's a fun fact about that one. The thing is that this game works real differently. There's only one animatronic in the game that can follow you, and like, you need to keep him in check. You can use your audio to like change the locations of him, like keeping him at bay, but like he can cause errors in your message, like ventilation. When your ventilation gets fucked up, your vision gets fucked up too. So you need to fix that immediately, and you start seeing hallucinations. You can fuck up your camera, because that you just press self-explanatory, you can see your camera, and then audio devices, which is pretty broken, not gonna lie. There are like a lot of stuff you can do. He's like the first free roam character on the whole series. And you can also summon these phantoms that just can hurt you. Phantom Fox just randomly appears, just don't stare at them or jump scares you and causes errors. These aren't real characters, these are hallucinations created by Springtrap. And then you have Phantom Freddy, which is like appears from the window, don't look at him. Phantom Eagle, don't look at him in the camera. Phantom Puppet, don't look at her in the camera. Phantom Balloon Boy, don't look at him in the camera. Phantom Chickens, don't look at him in the camera. But just like depends. These are pretty much self-explanatory. The only unique ones are Phantom Fox and Phantom Freddy. The others are like, don't look at certain camera or you're gonna get fucked. Here's the camera system, which is like pretty in-depth, because there's like only one character in the game. And then we go to the good ending. How to get the good ending, as the kids say. The good ending is really wholesome, honestly. First of all, you need to find weird clues from the minigames from... Let me find it right here. Yeah, you need to find them like here. Like, they're like puzzles you need to solve. BBDBL click, which people said, oh, BB double click, Balloon Boy double click. So people double click the poster on one of the mini cameras, and then boom, you get the mini game. You need to solve these puzzles in order to get the mini games. First of all, you need to get this rainbow colored balloon, and then night 2 you need to get to a Mangles minigame and then get a cake. After that, you need to go back to the Balloon Boys minigame and just give a cake to the kid. After that, you need to like go to Chica's party, which is using the balloons and shit. You just give a cake to a kid, and then stage 1, which is really important because it has original characters like both Spring Bonnie and Fredbear, the original two animatronics. You need to follow this, and when you follow this, you reach to a child and give him the cake. And then the Windmist Shadow Bonnie, which is like I said, these shadow characters are evil. The reason the Shadow Freddy even like made the child follow him is that it was what can I say? He tried to help them, like, here's your murderer, kill him, but like he couldn't do it. The purple guy was like way ahead of them, so like he just fucks them up. And Shadow Bone is practically trying to help them too, but he glitches the screen so much that he helps the kid. And then the happiest day. Happiest day is like bittersweet ending. We thought that this was the end for a good while. Like, who wouldn't? Like, the puppet, the mask, the puppet goes to the kid and gives them the final kick. Golden Freddy the final kick, and then they just go into the paradise. Their souls are finally freed. There's like nothing to do. The good ending, like their souls are finally free now. It was really fun. Also, you can see Phantom Golden Freddy up in here, but it's like it's a rare Easter egg. They're Easter egg, like you can like make the nights harder. They're like weird screens that has spring traps insides out, which is I don't want to see that shit honestly, but it does mean that this is purple guy. Rare screens, weird posters and whatnot, and Golden Freddy one, and then paper plates from the second game, and then another one. And lore and theories how these two work. I already explained that one. Golden Freddy was a spring lock suit. Well, yeah, he has the same pose and whatnot, and he seems to be really important to the franchise as a whole. So like, yeah, he probably had an accident. People are thinking this is Fredbear, the original one, and this was dubbed the Golden Freddy by the series when he was like withered and whatnot. So like, this is I'm gonna try to like summarize the whole thing. First of all, the yellow mascot costume was called Fredbear, and it was a mascot of the whole thing. But then it just got rusty and not used, so people decided to dub it the Golden Freddy. Yeah, we got it. And then we have another one of these recipes. God bless these recipes. I love them. And well, here we have Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This starts as a really weird game. First of all, we have this little crying child, which people didn't know what to expect. It starts in a little bedroom with all the plushies of the characters, and like surprisingly the foxy one's missing. So that's a really key part that you need to know. And there's this Fredbear plushie, like the golden one, that just follows you around. His eyes literally move as you continue. After the minigame, you find yourself as like a little child in here, and then you need to like go and like look at the emerald, look at this shit, look at this fucking thing. You need to survive by like using your flashlight and closing your doors, etc. Night 1's minigame is like you can explore the house now, because in the opening one you're like stuck in the house. In night 1 you don't do that. You can literally like continue 4 days until the party. They're counting down the days till his birthday party. And when he's exploring the house, he finds a little girl's room, which is pretty weird because he doesn't seem to have a sister or a mom for that matter. And he goes to the TV and his older brother just scares him like the little shit he is. People are like, these are lively, and the Fredbear plushie just says, tomorrow is another day. Every day, he just says this. Night 2, his brother takes him to the Fredbears even though he's clearly scared of the thing. And when he tries to escape from it, he can't run away from the animatronic because he's that scared. And Fredbear plushie says, tomorrow is another day. Night 3, he just lurks around the house again, and just when he's going to bed, his brother scares him once again. This little bitch, I hate him. In night 4, the big bro just like makes the child stuck in this warehouse, essentially just like too scared. And this is like the only one of the only cutscenes where the crying child actually speaks like, please let me go. Like, that's honestly pretty tragic. In night 5, the infamous thing happens. The bite of 87. The kids are looking at him in a shocked position, like, what the hell happened? What the hell did we do? And then it really happens. I really do believe like this is not the bite of 87, but rather the bite of 83 because of the evidence we have right now. But like back in the day, people really thought this was the bite of 87. And so like the fact that this older brother literally killed his own little bro just to prove a point just sucks. Bully ass. And then night 6, he's talking to him while heart monitor's flashing. He's like, you're broken, I'll help you, we're still your friends, I'll put you back together. And just like practically puts the kid in Golden Freddy. Yeah, this kid is Golden Freddy from what I've seen. Though we will bring up a point later on in the video about like how the books and the games connect, and how Golden Freddy might have two souls inside of it rather than just like this crying child, but we will get into that. I don't want to confuse it right now. So like when night 7 happens, and after that you get like a box which is like perhaps some things are like forgotten for now, which gets explained later on the story, but for now we don't know what the hell is inside this box and what is perhaps left forgotten per se. And I have a gameplay and strategy, which is like you need to use your volume correctly. Like these are really important tips for your game. You can pause and look at them. And then we have the maps, which has got fucking murdered by the game page compression. And we have Nightmare Freddy. These character models are fucking crazy. Look at these monstrosities. Like I can't even look at these. Nightmare Bonnie, look at this bitch. Nightmare Chica, look at the fucking cupcake. And then we have Nightmare Foxy, which originally had a tongue in the teasers, which was removed for some reason. I don't know why the tongue was removed, but perhaps it was like some sort of, to avoid, like, just say sexual things the fandom might have done. So yeah, also these are the transformations of Foxy. Then here's Nightmare Fredbear. This is really important. If you guys listen to me, this is like pretty much Nightmare Golden Freddy. And he has like little interesting part about Nightmare Fredbear is that he has like mouse in his stomach, which is important. Then we have the little character named Nightmare. Nightmare is really interesting. If you noticed, his color palette is the opposite of Golden Freddy's. He has like golden bow tie and black skin, which is like the opposite of Golden Freddy, which is interesting to say the least. He has the same mechanics as Nightmare, but even scarier. And we have a minigame fun with Flash Trap, which is optional. And if you beat this minigame, you basically like get a bonus at the start of the night. You just start the night early. You can just pause and read how this minigame is about. I'm just like going overboard about it. Then we have the extras menu. Night 8 is pretty much 2022. And then we have the secret Easter eggs where Purple Guy is practically stuffing one of his employees in a suit. Pretty sure this is like he's not putting a child inside that. He's just putting like a guy inside of it, from what I know. And then Night 3, there's this little Girl, we knows too much. If you die, they hide your body and never tell anyone. Like this kid knows. There's some shit. Night 3, there's like Freddy and Friends from 1983, which like practically makes people think that, this is the Bite of 83, not the Bite of 87, because of the date on the television. And then you have the little plushie Easter egg return. Rare screens, like they're like hospital stuff, inside the house, which is like confirms the theory that this is practically just a coma, like dementia essentially. And then they added like a Halloween update, which is pretty cool. It's like added reskins. Nightmare Chica and Nightmare Bond turned into Halloween versions of like these glowing ones. Nightmare turned to Nightmarion, which is just like a nightmare version of the puppet from FNAF 2. Nightmare Foxy turned to Nightmare Mangle. And then Balloon Boy turned into Plush Trap turned into Nightmare BB. And then the minigames got some new decorations too. And then Bite of 83, Bite of 87 thing, which, like I said, I believe in Team 83, you can pause and look at it. And like, what's up with Fredbear? People are saying that this was Puppet's original vessel. You know, the puppet, the marionette, essentially, its original vessel for talking to little kids. It's like, I will put you back together and put this little kid's soul on Golden Freddy, essentially. And then we have the kids that look like the minigames one, which is completely false, as we will see later, because like in timeline it doesn't make sense. It's just a fan theory after all, so I don't know why I'm getting bothered by that. So, and here is my most nostalgic one, Sister Location. This was the time I joined the fandom, 2017. Oh boy, can't believe it's been like 3 to 4 years since this game came out, man. Oh, also, you can make a shitty Friday Night Funkin' joke right here with our fucking microphone. Anyway, we can move on past that now. This game is really episodic, so I'm just gonna explain it. Like, you can pause it. The game starts with that little kid just like saying, little kid saying, please daddy, can I see this little robot you made for me? And his daddy's like, no. And then the people are calling him Mr. Afton, which we will learn that the guy is actually Purple Guy, so we technically have the name of the killer, which is William Afton, which was originally featured in the book series, now connected to the games, which is pretty cool. And at the end of night 5, the little kid says, don't tell daddy that I'm here, I want to watch your show too. And where did the other kids go? And we don't know her fate for now. Where did the other children go really gives me the spot. Really makes me sad though. Like, there's no one with her. And then when night 1 just appears and checks on it. This game takes place on like a warehouse where party animatronics are inside. This is not a pizzeria, this is a warehouse the animatronics reside in. In night 2, you're practically trying to look if animatronics are active or not, but like the electricity shuts down, and because of that, baby speaks to you. He's like, "Go high, bro. These animatronics are gonna kill you." Baby's trying to help us for some reason, so we go behind the desk, and like under the desk, and we have these little fuckers trying to open the desk tab for some reason. I don't know why the creator of this did it. After the beady bap thing, we go across a corridor, which is really scary. You need to see that shit. Then we go across the corridor, and we need to stop when we hear music. After that, we see like a little mini game of Funtime Freddy trying to approach you, and then you try to calm him down with the audio, and you need to restore all the electricity with this device right here. And night 3, you need to fix Funtime Freddy for the new rental parties. So you go there and fix them. But after that, Bonbon escapes his little hand puppets, so you need to click on him to fix them. Yeah, you need to fix them. And after that, there's like a weird thing that happens. Like when you fix Funtime Freddy and you go, and then there's the Funtime Foxy. Like the thing just scares you, which ends the night. and then wake up inside a spring lock suit, which is, as we all know, pretty fucking dangerous if not in the right hands. Circus Baby says like, I put you here to keep you safe, and open the camera so you can survive against these little fuckers while these fuckers are trying to get inside the suit to kill you. So you need to keep these things in check, or else they're gonna kill you. These are called mini arenas, by the way. And I'm having night 5. Night 5 is the final night as usual. We come into the part, but we try to check the animatronics, but the weird part is that the animatronics are all gone. All of them are gone. But Baby's still trying to help you. He's like, go over there, go over there, go over there. And you try to fix Baby. But after fixing him, a weird endoskeleton goes to the shadows. And you're like, I don't know, I don't like this. But then Baby redirects you into this room, which is called the Scooper Room, where each animatronic's parts are taken away. This is where the story goes from like haunted shit to science fiction, basically. The Scooper is like literally incandless soul-sucking machine, which is created by this fucker, William Afton. And the animatronics try to use this thing on you. After that, they practically kill you and use your body as a shield. You might be saying, how are these animatronics gonna see? Because they like connected. They basically killed each other and like became a being called Ennard, just a creature. Yeah, I know there's a lot to take in, but just like start from the beginning to properly summarize. So like you trust Baby through all these nights, and she's like, go over there, man, just go over there, it's gonna be all fine. But then she basically tricks you, cause like this Ennard thing that I've been mentioning is like practically like manipulates her voice on the last night, and he's like, haha, time for your body stimulation, just kills you, just takes your body, your human skin, and goes outside. And it takes a real ending appears. There's not a fake ending either, it's just canon ending. And there's like there's also like a little show called The Immortal and the Restless, which is just a cute show, but like in terms of the story it really does make sense, cause like it kind of reflects the fucked up relationship between this William Afton character, aka the murderer, and probably his wife, which is practically like this. And gameplay and strategy, his Circus Baby, Beady Babs like try to get into you. Funtime Freddy, my favorite character of the whole series. This guy is amazing. I love Kellen Goff's voice acting. And then we have Funtime Bonbon. I love Bonbon. And then we have Ballora. Ballora is the most interesting one because there are theories that the soul inside of her might be William's wife. They're like, because of the lyrics of the song, people are thinking of that. You can pause and read if you to judge that by yourself. And then we have the mini arenas, these little fuckers. Funtime Fox is really cool. Also, we have another mistake on this page. Look at the bottom right of the camera. There's like a YouTube watermark there. They couldn't even bother to replace that. Jesus Christ. But anyway, Funtime Fox is here. He's cool. I just said it. He's cool. Because Ultimate Custom Night, the last game of this we're gonna talk about, puts him as a he. So this is a he. I'm sorry. And then enter the fucking combination that I was talking about. And now we have like the entire camera, which has got completely ruined by this. Like this game has so much clues that it's honestly insane. Like there's so many little things in this game that I could like make a whole video just about sister location. I'm just going over like there are like blueprints inside the game file that just practically shows that Funtime Freddy has a little kid inside a storage tank. And just fucking snap that kid, which means that these characters are basically killing machines and like not like the other animatronics, just like try to kill these are abduction things essentially, or like experiments, which is fucked up too. And then we have Baby, which makes her pretty fucking tall. And I have the retro mini games, or first one for this one actually. You will play a little mini game, like you collect cupcakes and whatnot. And then after that you get a final cupcake, I mean, ice cream, and you go all the way to the beginning, and you serve a little girl with green eyes, and then she kills him. She kills her essentially. Baby kills her. Yeah, that sucks. From what we know, this is the girl that we've been talking about in the prologue, where she does where other children go, and she practically got killed by baby. As we all, as I said, Mr. Afton is the killer. So like, when she said "daddy," we pretty much know that yikes, this dude lost his kid. Like, the dude is pretty shitty, but he didn't deserve to lose his kid. I'm not gonna lie. The important part is that this baby has like blue eyes, but the kid has green eyes. But in the modern day, the baby has green eyes now, which is an important detail. The kid just practically has this baby has the spirit of the kid now. Though there's like a fake ending, there's a real ending and there's a fake ending. When you get to the fake ending, you need to be really important though. Like, you need to, after finishing this minigame, you get a card and you need to ignore baby's decisions and go to another way. After this, you go to classic 101 FNAF style night. After that, if you write 1983, you get the FNAF 4 cameras, which I wish it showed it here, but I think it showed it on the other pages. I'm gonna show it later on. After that, like after a few months after the game's release, we got like a custom night update, which practically made the game a FNAF game, full-on FNAF game with cameras and whatnot. Because the original game is much more story-based, and this is like a actual FNAF game essentially. And I like this mode far better than the game, because the game is honestly really fucking easy. These are all the cool mechanics they can use. Here's all the little challenges: Angry Ballad, Freddy and Co., Funtime Frenzy, Dolls Attack, Girls Night, Weirdos, Top Shelf, Bottom Shelf, Cupcake Challenge, and Golden Freddy. Yeah, that was a mouthful. And then we come to the final cutscene. First of all, you can read it and like understand it, but for those who don't want to fucking read this, practically Michael Afton, like, god, I start from the bad part. This guy just like goes from the street, he's like, hey guys, let's go poppin'. But then he turns more and more purple each day, and people are like, what the hell's happening to this guy? Well, it turns out the guy we've been following is the vessel that the animatronics have been using. Remember, Enter, the raw wire fucking thing? Yeah, they're practically using this guy's body. This was to kill the guy. So after this, after he falls purple and essentially a corpse, this guy just practically pukes the entire character. Entered into the sewer, never to be seen again. Okay, we need to get it out of the way. We need to summarize it one more time. Basically, this guy just goes. This is the guy they entered, killed, and stole the body of. And then after this guy's body becomes fully purple and becomes basically a corpse, this guy pukes it, and Enter just goes to the sewers to hide. And then Michael survives. This guy, the guy that walks, is named Michael. That survives for some reason, which will be explained. Don't worry. And then we get like after reading Golden Freddy mode, we get this: Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. They were all there. They recognized me at first. You can read it if you want, but like, this is really important. First of all, this Michael is like, I'm gonna come find you, Dad. I found her and I put her back together. So what we're saying right here is that this Michael guy is talking to his dad, which is William Afton. He's like, Dad, because the spring trap appeared, this guy appeared, which is William Afton. He's pretty much saying like, Father, I'm back. I did what you wanted me to. So Michael Afton is pretty much this guy's son, and Elizabeth Afton is technically her sister. So I found her. The line "I found her" basically confirms it. And the Lords and Theory section, a family affair. Yeah, this basically explains everything that we mentioned. The younger son is the bite victim, like the bite victim, the FNAF 4 kid, because you know the kid that has been bullying the kid with the Foxy mask is pretty much Michael. It just makes too much sense. Think about it. The Foxy Mask guy is Michael. It's the brother, younger brother, older brother, and the little sister. Even the rooms line up, like it makes sense. And then we have the little sister, yeah, Circus Baby, and the you, older son Michael is you. And then this theory is completely wrong, so I'm gonna skip that, cause like it really isn't right. And then we have the ex-Benedict recipe, which is great. We're at the last stretch, boys. Sister location was, let's just say, hard to process. Sister locations, like the series where the plot really became complicated. I wouldn't be shocked if you guys like didn't understand what the hell I just said. Like, should we just summarize it one more time before we continue? I think we should, like, only one time, just the only part. Basically, the story so far. There was William Afton that basically killed kids, and he had 3 kids on his own and a wife. The kids are like bite victim, I'm gonna call him. Michael Afton and Elizabeth Afton, the little daughter, and a wife. So basically, the wife dies, and he puts it in the Bolero animatronic. The daughter gets killed by baby. Crying child is inside Golden Freddy, and Michael's practically just a walking corpse for some reason. Like, we still don't know why he's alive, but we will understand later on. And we have Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, the penultimate one essentially. After it, this is like a fake out minigame. You do this, and then you come into this fucked up baby. This baby is horrifying. Then you might be saying, wait, wasn't baby part of Ennard? Well, the thing is that they separated between the games. It has been teased in like a few, like the game site source code and whatnot. This has been teased. Baby is now separated from the creature called Ennard, and just like basically found a new replacement body for herself, which is like a fucked up version of the old one. This game is practically like the title says, a pizzeria simulator. You create your own restaurant and whatnot. Like, look at this. You can buy shit. You can play minigames with it, and you have like a little buddy called Helpy, which just helps you. I love Helpy. And then there's like, of course, the night section where you need to do your task, like unplug the toilets, call servants and etc. for the restaurant. This is not happening on night, by the way. This is happening on the day. You're like trying to multitask it, but some animatronics might be still lurking in the shadows. And then night 2, you get this weird Freddy looking thing. Now you might be recognizing the mask, which is from FNAF Freddy, which led people to believe that this might be Ennard. You know, like, look at it, has wires and shit. FNAF Freddy might have left on his purpose, but like, this character is called the Molten Freddy. Like as the book says, only this time you're facing Molten Freddy, a broken down FNAF Freddy. So people are practically calling this guy Ennard, which I honestly agree with. There are like 2 options. You can either salvage this guy and, like, you know what, come into the thing. We can salvage you and get some cash, or like you can like, nah, I'ma pass. But to get the good ending, you need to salvage these fuckers. So unfortunately, you need to take him in. After taking him in, you get this. You can buy new animatronics and whatnot. Oops. You can put little animatronics in here, and like, it looks super cool. This is like one of the most fun FNAF games of all time, because there are more stuff to do other than just like scare fest essentially. When you're done, you can before we continue, do not buy the ads if you're playing this game mode first time. Just do not buy the ads. If you buy the ads, they will like destroy your night. Like, these like cause noise, makes animatronics faster, and like makes you pause the like, not pause the game, but like makes you stop in your tracks. You can't turn around while the ad is playing. You need to not take the ads for this one. but the problem is that ads give you a lot of money, so like you need to take risks too. At the third line you encounter this, which is called Scrap Trap, which, come on, we already know what this guy is. William is back after the fire of FNAF 3. He's like, don't forget, Saturday you want them all to be in one place. We're practically trying to get the remainings of the characters because the Freddy, Bonnie, Chicken, and Foxy were freed at the end of FNAF 3, so the only characters left are Springtrap, like this guy, and Ennard and Baby, from what we know. But there's like a weird twist that we're gonna see. And you need to buy Midnight Motorist, the minigame, because this will be important later on. Afterwards you get Thursday and you get this, huh? Lefty, it's called. You might be saying, who the fuck is this? Like, who is this guy? We didn't encounter this guy like at all in the game. Well, we'll see. He doesn't have a voice unlike the others. He's like, shh, be quiet. He's like this. We don't know what this guy's goal is, and at the real ending, you've probably seen this meme in a meme format before, but like how powerful this scene is still really good. Like, this scene is still really powerful. The thing is that Scrap Baby is like, you fall into your own hands. We can finally kill all these children, you fucking idiot. We can now kill all these children. You collected all four of us so we can fuck around and kill kids. But then a telephone comes and he's like, I'm sorry since I left you, Elizabeth, aka referring to Baby. He's like, but I can't let you go. You'll all die here. And basically he burns down the fucking building, the entire building, not just the vents. He just burns down the entire building. Both Lefty, Scrap Trap, Molten Freddy, and Circus Baby are dying in here. Like, look at them. And then the guy that's been talking is like, the darkest pit of hell is open to swallow you whole, my friend, to Springtrap, which means that the guy that's been talking has a relationship with Springtrap or William after for a reason. And after that we got a completion award for getting the good ending. Keep in mind that that's a good ending. We didn't get the true ending. We get the good ending. Now we'll have to see how we get the true ending. First we go into office, which, first of all, look at the shape of the camera system. Did you notice something? I'll let you know. I'll give you like a few seconds. That's right, that's the FNAF 4 box. Look at the shape of it. It's a box. That's what it's been teasing. It's been teasing this the whole time. The box is filled with the remaining burned parts of these animatronics. Basically the last part of the Freddy Fazbear's shenanigans. And we have all these 4 animatronics just lurking around. We can like audio cue them. Molten Freddy is here. Scrap Trap. There are only 4 characters, Scrap Baby and Lefty. Now, you might be still thinking, what the hell's a Lefty? Like, what the hell? He looks like Toy Freddy but nothing else. Well, there are weird secrets to be unfolded. I'm just gonna, give me a sec. I wonder if it dives into that, give me a sec. Yeah. So like, there are secret scenes in this game where like you can see the animatronics being on the outside world instead of the vent. But at the end, just look at the poster on the top right for a sec. That's the puppet, and look at the hands of Lefty. Yeah, puppet is trapped inside Lefty and can't escape. That's why Lefty's aggressive instead of all the animatronics we bought from the store, because he's technically not an animatronic inside an animatronic, which is a pretty nice inception. I kinda like that. But like, wow, Puppet is back. The little bitch is still trying to revive kids, but it's like, it's Keep in mind that I said trapped, not willingly. The thing is trapped, and we will see why later. Then we have the certain certificates you can get, which are fun bonuses. This is an important one though. Certificate of Insanity. You can get egg data, which is egg baby, which is like collects data from the old users, which you can open and get like little blueprints of a guy named Henry 23223, which just says like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have worked with this guy, this William Afton guy. Like, man, this sucks. He's like, wow, I shouldn't have let this guy kill so many kids with these blueprints. Well, this basically says that, first of all, let's start from the left. This is like the basically like a locking system that just traps anything that it keeps, which explains what happened to puppets. This like traps anything that comes inside of it. So like this probably implanted Lefty with this guy implanted Lefty with these, and like when the puppet entered it, the puppet can't escape anymore. The second one is a scooper we saw in the FNAF sister location, which specifically says this thing can corrupt or like change souls for whatever reason. It's that kind of technology. Did you see why I said this series turned into sci-fi after the sister location? Yeah, because of like this. And Molten Freddy is made out of Ballora, Funtime Foxy, Funtime Freddy. Like I said, no baby. Baby is like outside the group. Just practically says this, and here's like the final Lefty one that I mentioned, and here's like the audio one. The top left one is the audio one. It basically like manipulates kids and coming into it. And after that it gives you Certificate of Insanity. And then your lore keeper ending. If you find all the secret minigames in the game, you get the lore keeper ending, aka the true ending of the game. Candy Cadet is a thing you can buy, and it tells three stories, which is 5 things coming together and combined or coming together and still dying at the end and not having a good ending, which represents the ending of this game, because this is supposed to be the final of the original saga. This is like trying to kill everything the series started, because like I said, the original souls of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Fox are freed. They're free now. They don't have any business, but like Puppet still has unfinished business. Like Baby is still alive. Ennard is still alive. Springtrap's still alive. She's the thing that still has to take care of those, which makes sense. We have 4 characters, and the 5th character, which is the night guard, which we'll get into it. We have like 5 characters inside the building that burned down at the end of the game. So that means why he explains like 5 things coming together but dying at the end, which makes sense in a meta way. Then we have the gravestones. This is what you get after you get the true ending, which reveals the names of the kids. Like, it actually represents the same. Like, look at how they're placed. Look at how they're placed, and look at the FNAF 3 one. Where is it? Where is it again? Yeah, it's a good ending one. Like the same placement and everything. Because of the same placement and everything. Like, there's so much foreshadowing in this, man. Freddy's Gabriel, Foxy's Fritz. I can't read Sarah from what I can remember, or I can't read it actually. I can read it here. Susie, yeah, Chica's Susie and Jeremy's Bonnie. There's a gravestone at the back, which is people say like Charlie or Charlotte, aka the puppet, which was revealed in the book as to be the name of the puppets, which. Okay, I'm starting to not make sense, so I'm just gonna take a break and continue. So, Gabriel is Freddy's original name, Fritz is Foxy, Susie is Chica, Jeremy is Foxy, and the gravestone at the back is Charlie or Charlotte, which was confirmed to be Puppet's name in the book series. And the one that's like covered in grass is still a mystery. pickles. You can buy the pickles one, which is really important. This is the only good part of this book. Just buy the book for the pickles part. Let's go. Then we have the minigames, I guess. Midnight Motors is the one. Midnight Motors is a really interesting game because of this. Like, you can get out of this car. This minigame is really confusing, so I'm gonna skip it honestly, because like this is, it will be way too long if I try to explain it. The others are way more simpler. There's like a little, okay, so I'm gonna swim through the maze is like a little kid just playing in an arcade, but the more she plays, the more fucked up the game plays, and there's like a little spring Bonnie starting to approach her every time, which the kid's crying over something, which the spring Bonnie or William Afton is starting to ignore. He's like, he's not really dead, my son, my dear. He's over here to follow me. From what we gather, we don't know, he's not really dead. We can gather that in the minigame there are little dogs, and they're like little wolves, and when the minigame continues, the dogs become dead. So we can practically think that this little girl's dog got killed for some reason by like a car crash or some shit. So like Afton is like, no, he isn't dead, follow me, I can revive him or some shit to lure this little kid in. You might be thinking, why is this little kid so important to the lore? Why did we like get the entire minigame just related to this little girl? Well, I think this girl is Chica, because we will get back to this once we get to the final game, Ultimate Custom Night, but let me just say it, Chica was the first kid to get killed in the original 5 murders. And because of that, this is really important. This is a really important scene on the timeline. This is basically where it actually started, where the actual murder started. And this is Chica. And then we have Security Puppet, which is just a puppet that just protects kids with a green bracelet. It specifically fixes kids, saves kids with green bracelets. But when there's a kid outside, and he's like, no, I can't help him. But then the William Afton fucking gets the kid at the window, and the puppet is like, I need to help her, I need to help this little kid, and the puppet dies because of the rain. There are a lot of theories about this. This is like a callback to the FNAF 2 minigame where there was like a little kid outside a restaurant which got killed by a purple car, which makes sense, which is basically the same thing that's happening here. It just shows you how this little girl, aka I'm gonna call her Charlie possessed a marionette per se. And then we have like 7, yeah. I don't know why they did that. Rare screens. When you fuck up so bad, you get this. I'm already on inside screen. Then you get these 2 weird screens, and then we have this crab trap, and then we already went over this. There are cute little extras here. Trash on the Gang, New York Melodies, Drugstore Assemble, and Posh Pizzeria. You can just buy these little characters, and they're good to go. Lauren Theories, the end of FNAF. This seems like the end of FNAF. Like this, if you don't count Ultimate Custom Night like as a grand finale, this can be the end of an era, the end of the William Afton saga, if you will. But I'm gonna count Ultimate Custom Night as canon, because after Ultimate Custom Night we basically start the new age of FNAF. The old plot is practically gone after Ultimate Custom Night. So let's dive into the final parts, shall we? Ultimate Custom Night, my favorite game in the series. So yeah, we have nearly every character in the game being represented here. Entire series, everyone's fucking here. FNAF 1 gang, FNAF 2, FNAF 3 gang, FNAF 4 and FNAF 4, even Halloween characters, FNAF Sister Location, the characters you can buy from FNAF 6, and Phone Guy for some reason. Phone Guy and Old Man Consequences, the pixel looking guy. You might be saying, what the fuck is Old Man Consequences? And I'm like, he's from a failed project of Scott. It's called FNAF World, which was like a turn-based RPG which I really liked, but it got shit reviews and sadly it didn't get enough praise for it. So like, I guess he put this guy in the plot after that, which makes sense in a meta way at least. This game's all about the gameplay. Like, there's so many stuff you can do. I'm just gonna skip all of these. Like, you can get like cool power-ups and whatnot. You can use literally everything. You can use the vent system. You can use powers, ventilation system. You can use audio tracks. You can use ducts. You can use temperature, noise level. You can buy fast coins to like remove certain characters. You can global music boxes, like a music box that suits every music characters. The Freddy mask from FNAF 2, bonuses, and then office skins referencing to old games, trophies, fucking challenges. Like, look at these challenges, god damn. Then we have all the fucking mechanics. Like, these are so cool. Like, nearly every one of them have each cool mechanics to each other. Like, these are so cool. I'm just gonna skip over it though. You can like pause it and read them. Or play Ultimate Custom Night. Actually, Ultimate Custom Night is free. Well, I'm gonna talk about this guy though, Dee Dee is, well, something. Dee Dee was a character from FNAF World again, like all the main consequences, but she basically became like a, what can I say, with making sense. She's practically like a random, like randomized generator of the FNAF series, essentially. You know, like this shitty Sonic Adventure randomized things. I pretty much think of Dee Dee. You can add any character to your night, even though you haven't. Like, look at this. It appears at random, adds new animatronics to your game at difficulty levels 1 through 10. And you don't even know who she added, and she can even add like 7 non-pickable characters too. Then we have RBQ Plush Trap, the classic Bonnet, which was the Ultimate Custom Night exclusive. Nightmare Chica, Minorina Wallbit, which was also Ultimate Custom Night. FNAF Sister Location exclusive. Then we have Fredbear, my boy, finally making an appearance. The way you can treat him is pretty weird though. You need to set Golden Freddy 1, and afterwards you need to get the Death Coin. After getting the Death Coin, you need to use it at the perfect time. After that, you get the Fredbear jump scare you, and you get some cool lines here and there, and you get like so many. Look at what these guys are doing. Look at these. So many characters. There's so many characters you need to deal with. It's insane. Then we have codes and glitches. Then we have Shadow Dee Dee, which just adds every fucking character. Which, like, you know, Dee Dee was good. Nah, I'm a better version, you know. Then we have the death lines, which point to the lore, which I like really fun. Like, he's like, Foxy's like, I came for your booty. I mean the treasure, you know. He's like, oh, wow, that's honestly fucking hilarious. There are like a lot of funny lines here and there, but there are some lore ones as well, like these ones. Mangle says he's here and always watching, the one you shouldn't have killed. And Nightmare's like, the puppet is like, the others are like animals, but I'm very aware. And then Wither Chica, the old Chica, practically just confirms what I said. I was the first. I saw everything. Yeah, Chica was the first one getting killed. And Mr. Hippo is like comedically hilarious. It just like goes on a long speech. And the worst part is that when you like try to forcefully close the game, and when you reopen the game, it just continues the speech. Like, you can't stop him. When you get killed by Mr. Hippo, you can't stop speech, which is hilarious. Then we have Old Man Consequence minigame, which, like I said, is really important to the plot. When you like set Old Man Consequence is the one and do his minigame, you teleport to a weird place. And when you interact with this guy, he says, just let him rest. Let the demon to his demons. Just be free. And then the player character just like closes. It's weird. And after you win certain things, you get like funny parodies of the genres. Like, you get the anime genre with Toy Chica's high school years and like over-exaggerated furry versions of characters, which is also like a Samurai Jack riff-off. Bear of Vengeance, which is also pretty hilarious. Also, the funny part is that actually not that funny, but like, and the Samurai Jack Bear of Vengeance one has subtitles and the characters speak in Japanese, but the subtitles don't match the things they're saying. They're talking about actual fucking child murders. Like, goddamn, dude. You could have made it a little subtle. And then we have the Golden Freddy. When you win, when you do all the other cutscenes, you get this Golden Freddy just sitting there uncomfortably. And I have fan theories. People are suggesting that you play as William Afton. You might be saying, wait, how in the fuck? How is this game canon? Like, okay, so like all my consequences said like leave the demon to his demons. He said, when you realize that, he's like, oh, this might be a personalized hell for William Afton actually. That's why there are so many animatronics from his past. And hell, he even gets killed by himself, like Springtrap and Scraptrap. That's like fucking weird as shit. And people are thinking that Golden Freddy is the reason, and that's why he appeared at the end of the game. He practically like didn't let William Afton go to hell, and just like, no, I'm making my own hell, I'm making you suffer through it. And there's like the one you should not have killed, which is like, there's like a kid he should not have killed, and there's like kid who should not have killed, which people say like, huh, then this kid might be Golden Freddy, but like, it doesn't make sense. Is this a crying child or a kid? As I was saying, yes, the Golden Freddy has two souls inside of him. One of them is the crying child and one of them is this guy. Yes, it's confusing as shit, and yes, I'm tired as shit as well. But it's the truth, and that's how the lore goes, at least. One part of the spirit, one half of the spirit controls Golden Freddy. I said it wrong. Golden Freddy is controlled by one spirit, the crying child, and the one you should not have killed, as everyone says, the one that's like just wants revenge. And then we have the Choichika's High School's Bear of Vengeance and relevance to the lore, which I kinda believe. And then we have the books. I'm just gonna skip over the books real quick because they aren't canon per se, but like, they really aren't canon to the books, except for some stuff like William's name being revealed on the books early. And I usually skip it, but it's still there. And now what's next for FNAF? There are more things. Stay tuned. And we have this weird looking Springtrap, which we still don't know the origins of. This whole thing has been an adventure, to say the least. This is a really cool moment between us. Thank you to everyone that listened to me. I love Five Nights at Freddy's, I really do. Even though this franchise does some weird fucking shit with the sci-fi stuff, I'm still really grateful that this series exists for shaping who I am. And I love the series to death as well, so like, yeah, I guess that works. Oh well. Well, fellas, this has been Turtle, and I'll see you hopefully not as long as this one, hopefully another video. Peace out.